Carlissa.
You right now, don't touch her.
Right.
You can't touch her.
Yeah, just PSA, I didn't approve for no crackhead bitch to be around my kids, so I hope everyone's in the same place when I arrive. I'm on the way.
The internet exploded overnight. And at the center of the chaos was a name that seems to live inside controversy, Chrisean Rock. But what started as another late night livestream quickly spiraled into something far darker, something that left viewers stunned, confused, and demanding answers. Just after midnight, a man claiming to be one of Chrisean's former boyfriends suddenly appeared on a chaotic livestream. At first, it looked like the usual messy internet rant, raised voices, emotional accusations, and thousands of viewers flooding the chat. But then he said something that made the entire stream go silent. He claimed there were things the public doesn't know about what's really been happening behind closed doors involving Chrisean and her. Within seconds, the chat exploded. People started screen recording. Gossip pages rushed to clip the moment. And before anyone could process what was happening, the internet was already asking the same.
Snitched on me when I was at the mall, trying to see my son, after she told me to come see my son. So now I do this baby. She don't know if it's my baby. She don't know if it's his baby. And I think that's why she's scared to do a DNA test. I believe Zeus helped her have whatever results that she wanted and pushing her narrative. He's a child in an adult body, but she's not being held accountable because she's famous, because she make empty promises, so on and so forth. So people disregard what they see. But she lacks an understanding of what a mother is. She never had that baby with the intention of being a mother. She had that baby with the intention of keeping a dude around. That girl done snitched on me when I caught a body in self-defense.
The same question. What exactly was he about to reveal? Then came the moment that turned a messy live stream into full-blown internet chaos. The man pulled out his phone and claimed he had private messages and voice recordings connected to the situation. Messages, he said, proved the truth was far more disturbing than anyone realized. The live stream chat lost its mind. Some viewers accused him of lying for attention. Others begged him to release the recordings immediately. But before he could explain anything further, the stream suddenly cut off. No warning, no explanation. Just a blank screen. And that's when things got even stranger. Because
Yeah, just PSA, I didn't approve for no crackhead bitch to be around my kids, so I hope everyone's in the same place when I arrive.
because minutes later, clips of the live stream began spreading across Twitter, TikTok, and gossip blogs faster than anyone could control. Fans started digging through old posts, analyzing.
One thing for sure and two things for certain. You bitches go on live talking about, oh, and if you talk about my son and anybody that talk about my son and this is what happens to them and da-da-da-da. No, and if any bitch play about my kids or disrespect my kids or disrespect me about my kids, yeah, we gonna see how far I'm willing to take it. I'm not no buster bitch about my kids, okay? I don't let anybody just play with them. I don't let anybody just be around my kid. I don't let anybody.
Every word, every reaction, every clue. Then a mysterious screenshot surfaced online, a message allegedly sent during a heated argument that seemed to hint at a much bigger secret. Suddenly, the entire internet was split into two sides: those who believed the ex was exposing something shocking, and those who believed
I had nothing against her bringing her child, whatever. She stalked us. She pulled up in a black truck. Nobody asked for her to come, but I get it. That's my son's possible child. She brought the child. That's
believed someone was trying to destroy Chrisean's reputation in the most brutal way possible. But the biggest twist, according to insiders, that live stream may have only revealed a tiny piece of the story. Because if the rumors about the unreleased recordings are true, what the internet heard last night might just be the beginning of the storm. Within hours of that live stream disappearing, the internet was no longer just talking about rumors. People were
that woman's baby on camera, knowing that Jaden don't play about her kids. Why would that girl put that girl's kids on the camera and ruin their whole fucking day? So now Jaden picks her kids up and they not with their dad right now. But she got what she wanted, and that's okay. That's okay. John needs to spend a lot of time.
We're digging, analyzing, and piecing together every second of what had happened. Clips from the broadcast kept spreading across timelines, and suddenly the name Chrisean Rock was trending everywhere. What made the situation even stranger was how quickly new evidence began appearing. Online. First, it was the screenshots. A gossip page with nearly 1 million followers posted what they claimed were private text messages sent during an argument between the ex and someone inside Chrisean's circle. The messages were blurry, cropped, and impossible to fully verify. But that didn't stop the internet from dissecting every word. One message read, "Stop talking about things you don't understand." Another reply allegedly said, "People deserve to know what really happened." Within minutes, thousands of users were reposting the screenshots. Some believed they were fake. Others said the tone sounded exactly like messages from heated celebrity disputes that had leaked before. But then another twist hit. A second account, posted what they claimed was a voice recording tied to the same argument. The audio was chaotic and filled with shouting. A male voice believed by many listeners to be the same ex from the livestream could be heard saying he was done protecting people. The person on the other end kept interrupting, warning him not to say anything publicly. "You're going to make this worse," the voice insisted. But the man sounded
Such a sad thing to watch my child go through this on his first day out. On his first day out. You couldn't just pull up. We already was videoing. We've been planning to video this forever. You didn't have to go live and show Jaden's kids. You didn't have to do that. She did not have to do that, and that's what made me
sounded furious. "You think it's already not worse?" he snapped back. That single recording sent the situation into full meltdown mode. TikTok exploded with reaction videos. Some creators slowed down the audio, trying to analyze the voices. Others claimed the recording sounded edited. Meanwhile, Twitter threads with thousands of likes started connecting the situation to older moments from Chrisean's past that fans suddenly believed looked suspicious. Every hour brought a new theory. Some fans insisted the ex was exposing a hidden story. Others believed he was manipulating old drama for attention. But the biggest shock hadn't even arrived yet, because just when the internet seemed locked in a heated debate, a new video surfaced that changed the energy of the entire conversation.
Depends on who you was raised by. And since he was raised by me and his daddy, we understand. And he gave a very clear definition yesterday of why he has to do what he has to do. So we got that coming. In a few weeks, we'll get that DNA back. Everything will start working out. We'll figure it out. I'm sure he'll have the baby and all types of therapy now. I'm so grateful to God that we'll start to get somewhere. Yesterday was real ugly. It was real ugly. But I thought about it and I see now what he means.
It was a clip of Chrisean herself in the short video. She appeared visibly exhausted. No music, no flashy captions. Just a quiet moment where she looked straight into the camera. For several seconds, she said nothing. Then she finally spoke. "Y'all, believe anything," she said softly.
He was born in Baltimore. I was with Chrisean when her water broke. You get what I'm saying? So I seen him. Yeah, I seen. I'm telling you too much. Long story short, I seen baby boy when he came out the hospital.
So we're at the hospital when she had the baby?
Next question.
No, I need to know that.
Next question.
I want to know. Please.
Next question. I'ma just say I know who cut the umbilical cord.
That single sentence instantly sparked another wave of chaos. Some viewers interpreted it as a denial. Others thought it sounded like frustration from someone watching lies spread in real time. But the comment section beneath the clip quickly turned into a battlefield. Supporters rushed to defend her, critics demanded answers, and gossip pages started asking why the ex would make such explosive claims in the first place. That question led to the next twist. Late that night, Another account claiming to have inside knowledge dropped a series of posts explaining what they believed was really happening behind the scenes. According to that anonymous source, tensions between Chrisean and the ex had been building for weeks. The two allegedly argued repeatedly about private matters that had nothing to do with the public drama everyone usually saw online, but during one of those arguments, something changed. The source claimed the ex began threatening to expose things people wouldn't expect. At first, the messages were ignored, but then the threats allegedly became more intense. And that's when the situation reportedly spiraled into the chaos the internet witnessed during the live stream. Of course, none of those claims were verified. But the posts spread so quickly that millions of people saw them before anyone could question their authenticity. Then, something else happened that made the story even more mysterious. Several of the posts containing the leaked screenshots suddenly disappeared. Accounts that had shared the voice recordings started deleting their uploads within minutes. Fans began asking the same question again. Why were the posts being removed? Some believed they were reported by supporters trying to stop rumors from spreading. Others believed something much bigger was happening behind the scenes. The theories only grew louder when a well-known celebrity blogger posted a cryptic message that seemed to hint at hidden details. The post read, "There's way more going on in this situation than the public knows. Trust me." That single line was enough to send thousands of viewers back into detective mode. People began digging through old interviews, live stream clips, and even past tweets involving Chrisean, trying to find clues that might explain what was happening now. Meanwhile, the ex who started the entire storm had gone completely silent. No new live streams, no posts, nothing. 4 hours. His accounts remained quiet while the internet argued nonstop. Then, just when people began wondering if the story was dying down, a notification appeared. The ex had finally posted again, but it wasn't another live stream. It was just one sentence. "Y'all laughing now. But wait until you hear the recordings." That message alone sent a chill through the internet, because up until that moment, nobody had actually heard any recordings beyond the chaotic audio clip that had already leaked. Which meant one thing: if the ex was telling the truth, there could be more, much more, much more. And according to several gossip insiders who began whispering about the situation that same night, the recordings he was referring to might contain conversations that would completely change how people view the entire drama surrounding Chrisean Rock. But before anyone could even guess what those recordings might reveal, another unexpected twist arrived. A short clip from a private group chat suddenly leaked online, and the voice heard in that clip sounded alarmingly familiar. The internet froze, because if that voice really belonged to who people thought it did, then the story everyone had been debating might only be scratching the surface of something far more explosive. And the biggest question was no longer whether the drama was real. The question was, what would happen if those full recordings finally surfaced by the time the sun came up the next morning? The entire internet was still arguing about the same mystery. The name Chrisean Rock was trending across every major platform, and the debate had reached a level that even longtime followers of celebrity drama said felt different. Because now the conversation wasn't just about a messy live stream anymore. Now people believed there were actual recordings that hadn't been released yet. And the man who started the storm, the ex-boyfriend at the center of the allegations, suddenly returned online. His silence had lasted nearly 12 hours. 12 hours where fans, bloggers, and influencers had filled the internet with speculation. But when he finally posted again, the message was short, too short, since y'all keep asking. "I might drop everything tonight." That single sentence detonated across social media like a bomb. Within minutes, TikTok creators started making countdown videos. Twitter threads began predicting what the recordings might reveal. Even YouTube live streamers jumped online to discuss the situation in real time. The internet had turned the entire scandal into a waiting game. But then something strange happened. Instead of immediately releasing the recordings he had been teasing, the ex posted another cryptic message. People already calling my phone begging me not to post. That line alone triggered a completely new wave of speculation. Who was calling him? Why were they suddenly panicking? And if there really were recordings, what exactly could be on them that would make people this desperate to stop them from being released? An hour later, the next twist dropped. A second voice clip surfaced online. Unlike the first chaotic recording, this one sounded calmer but far more tense. Two voices could be heard arguing in low tones. One voice, believed by some listeners to be the ex, repeatedly asked the other person why the truth had never been told publicly. The second voice responded nervously, insisting that the situation was being misunderstood. Then came the line that made social media freeze. You know how the internet twists everything? The voice said that the clip ended immediately after that, and once again, was impossible to confirm who the voices actually belonged to. But the damage had already been done. Millions of people had now heard the recording. Reaction videos exploded across TikTok. Some creators slowed the clip down, trying to identify the voices. Others pointed out moments where the audio sounded edited. Meanwhile, supporters of Chrisean rushed to defend her online. Many argued that the entire situation looked like an attempt to manipulate public opinion, using half-released clips and mysterious leaks. One fan wrote in a viral tweet, "This is exactly how people destroy someone's name without proof." The tweet racked up over 50,000 likes in just a few hours, but critics fired back immediately. Others claimed the ex had nothing to gain by making such explosive accusations unless he believed something serious had happened. The internet had now fully split into two camps. Those who believed the ex was exposing hidden truth, and those who believed someone was trying to tear down Chrisean Rock's reputation for attention. Right in the middle of that online war, Chrisean finally broke her silence again. This time, the video she posted looked very different from the quiet clip she had shared earlier. She appeared emotional, exhausted, and clearly aware that the internet was watching her every move. For a moment, she stared into the camera without speaking. Then she said something that immediately changed the tone of the entire situation. "People think they know my life from the internet." Her voice cracked slightly as she continued, "But half the stuff y'all hearing right now is lies." The video ended before she said anything else. But within minutes, the clip had gone viral. Supporters flooded the comments with messages of comments. With comedians of comedians. With comedians comics comedians. With comedians. Like look at this. And we all know. I've been exploring that. And we all know I've been exploring that path. But within minutes, we a klubit caddy that we case to be context it. I can lose so supporters coerce FID6 win midiad. With comedia I comer it. Encouragement. Critics demanded that she respond directly to the allegations, and gossip pages began analyzing every second of the video for clues. But the drama still wasn't finished, because just as the internet began debating Chrisean's response, the ex dropped another message. This time it was longer and far more intense. "I didn't start this for clout. I stayed quiet for a long time, but if people keep saying I'm lying, I'm dropping the full audio." That line sent shockwaves through the internet. Full audio? Not just clips. Not just screenshots. Entire recordings within minutes. Live streamers began preparing emergency broadcasts. Fans started refreshing the ex's page repeatedly, waiting for the moment the files might appear. But then something even more mysterious happened. Instead of posting the recordings, the ex went silent again. No updates, no leaks, nothing. Hours passed, and during that silence, new rumors started spreading behind the scenes. Some gossip bloggers claimed lawyers had gotten involved. Others said people close to the situation were trying to stop the recordings from being released entirely, but no one could confirm anything, which meant the entire internet was stuck, waiting to see whether the recordings would ever surface, waiting to see whether Chrisean would respond again, waiting to see whether the truth behind the allegations would finally become clear. And as the hours passed, one thing became obvious. This story wasn't fading away. It was growing, because every minute that passed without answers only made people more desperate to know what really happened behind the scenes. And if the ex ever decides to release the recordings he keeps hinting at, the entire narrative around this explosive internet scandal could change overnight. But until that moment comes, no mystery remains. And the question millions of people are still asking hasn't gone away. What exactly is hidden inside those recordings? And what would happen if the world finally heard them? If you've made it this far, then you already know this story is far from over. The internet is still arguing, clips are still spreading, and new rumors seem to appear every single hour. And with Chrisean Rock at the center of the storm, millions of people are watching closely to see what happens next. Because here's the reality. Situations like this don't just disappear overnight. It's one new post, one new recording, or one unexpected response could completely change the entire story in seconds. And if the alleged recordings everyone keeps talking about ever get released, the internet could explode all over again. So now we want to hear from you. What do you think is really going on behind the scenes? Do you believe the ex is telling the truth? Or do you think this is another internet scandal that's being blown way out of proportion? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now, because the conversation around this situation is getting more intense by the minute. And your opinion might spark the next big debate. And don't forget to hit that like button if you want more deep dives into the biggest celebrity controversies happening online. When you like the video, it helps push the story to more viewers who are trying to understand what's really going on. Most importantly, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. If new evidence, new reactions, or new twists drop in this story, you'll hear about it here first. Because in the world of celebrity drama, the biggest revelations always come when nobody expects them. And this story might just be getting started.